So we out here by Bayview and West 33rd Street. I had to redo over the basketball footage because I accidentally deleted the basketball footage off my phone. And when I had it on my other phone, my camera phone, so I accidentally deleted the footage. So right now we're going our way back to redo the footage again. I was told that I had to redo it because it was, right. So we're actually on our way there now to redo over the footage. So, today's about building your own culture. I got off the B36 at West 35th and Surf, and I walked all the way over here. So, I'm gonna do the same thing back. So, I'm gonna walk back towards, the Q train, take the Q train, and then get done with the shots. And then I'll be done with my shift by 8 o'clock. So, right now, 7:26 on a very, very, very Friday afternoon. I didn't get enough rest. You can see my eyes. I'm tired. And I had to go drink a cup of coffee earlier this afternoon. So coffee is keeping me hyper-rated and overrated and all that stuff. So I had to drink a cup of coffee for me to keep me up. So right now it's a beautiful day to start my shift. I started my shift since 5:30 from my house, and then I left my house, came over here. So that was a very good shift, just, enjoying it and just building up my culture. That's what it is about, right? You gotta do what you gotta do as a part of life and start making progress, So we gotta make progress. So we're making a lot of progress. I'm actually walking down here to just make progress today. And we could go through the park, right? Oh yeah, we could. So right now we're gonna go through the park. We're not shooting in the park. We're just gonna go through it very quickly. All right. So check this out. It's a very short cut to get through the park. So I just turned my phone and it's good. You can see it. Instead of me walking around to go through the front. Yeah, all right. All right. All right, this is good. Look at this cool. So right now we're walking through the park. So the park is a Caesars Bay Park. It's a park all by Coney Island. This is Coney Island we at. So this over here is the football field where the high school plays football over this side. So as you can see right there, that's the football field. So this is where high school kids, they come and they build culture right over here. This is where culture has been designed for us to learn about how it affected our biorhythms, how it affects our daily life journey. You see, how I build culture is by understanding the protocols and the views of life. And as you're standing right in front of the courts, this is a part of my job that I do anyway, because I know the tourists see me working. And this is the type of job that I do. I come to areas and I stand and I talk about things that it could change your culture in a positive way, Changing your culture is about understanding the purpose of thinking things through. And the thing about thinking things through is about understanding what culture means to us. Culture means to me is understanding. It means learning. It means structure. It means balance. It also means acknowledgement. So if I acknowledge myself in the right perspective, I told Tania, accounting is not for me. This is for me. This is what I do for a living. I make money. I'm not gonna see sitting around a desk, working, sitting there, not walking around, not elevating myself, and not working out to the right perspective, because certain things in my life I could see through culture. Building up my culture when I was a kid. I come in a long way as a kid. I come over here and I actually run around the tracks. So the tracks is where I start building up my structure. Every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, I come over here and I start running. And it pumps me up. At the end of the day, it pumps me up. After that, I'm going to go in the basketball court and then I'm going to go take it around the park. I'm going to go through the park because the entrance at the end of the park I could go through. So I actually come here at 6 o'clock in the morning. I used to take the bus from the 336 around there. I used to take the bus every morning over there, come over here, and I used to run around the damn tracks like every morning. And my coach, he was my varsity coach back in the years when I used to play varsity, and I used to play basketball. I used to run. This is like a type of workout that I do. I lost about 50 pounds doing it. And when I first got sick, I took ill like in the early 2009. I took ill. I was actually diagnosed with a neurological condition, and I took ill back in that time. I had to, the coach, my varsity coach, told me run around the tracks because you reduce stress, So I run around the tracks every morning. I get up. My mom used to drop me over here every morning. I used to run about 50. I used to do a 500 meter around the tracks, and I used to jog around the tracks every morning. And I lost weight from it. I lost about 15 pounds from it. And for the summertime, when I'm on vacation, I'm gonna be doing more running. I'm gonna be running around the damn tracks because you know how it is. Kids have to, you gotta work out to make some living. You feel me? You gotta do a little, you gotta shake it off a little bit, and you just gotta work out to, make your dreams come true. So I run around the tracks over here, and as I was running around the tracks, my heart pumps very heavy because of the neurological condition. I ran track in 5th grade. This was the track that I ran on where we used to go. I used to go over here and I used to run track every day. I used to come over here to run track, and I came in 7th place. I came in actually 5th place in track because your health issues and your neurological condition make you like running around and all that stuff. It makes you like your head, it makes you have seizures in your mind and everything. So I used to come in every morning with my coach, and we used to do workouts. And before I go on the court, 'cause I used to play varsity on this court behind me. I used to play varsity basketball on this court behind me. I believe at the last court, right? I think it's right here. I used to play varsity basketball on that court right there. And while I was playing varsity basketball, every morning I used to do my workout right here. I used to run around the tracks every morning. I used to go to the health food store and buy my protein, my avocado with my apple and, banana and blueberry. I used to take my time and do a quick workout around the tracks right over here. So the workout was like pretty much, every day busting my ass, working around the area, running around and, being active and being progressive in life and stuff like that. And it made me realize that, structure is building up my culture is starting from right here. That's how I became a successful entrepreneur. I used to start right from right here. And I used to build from right here, and I went around the tracks. It was never like going like 1-1. It was like more like 50-50, and my battle rhythm was so pumped up where I had to defeat the enemy right on the tracks. That's how I first started. And when I was hospitalized in the hospital, My dream was to go back and do running. I want my kids to know that this is where I first started out, like running and, doing the things that I love, doing the things that being an entrepreneur is, being my own boss, and nobody want to tell you how to do your job properly and how to do certain things in your life. And I just decided to, just take a run. Take a leap. So, for me, take a leap of faith. So I actually run on this tracks. And it was like a blessing where I did it because I learned that building up my culture is about building up my understanding with structure and how my structure relates to my culture and how my culture relates to my structure. Sometimes when you're doing your structure, it's like I'm running and the enemy block you from the beginning of the culture right there. And then you trying to defeat it. And sometimes when you defeat it, it's like, God, I wish I could defeat it more often. And then this is where it started out for me, and this is what I like to do for a living. Is my camera work is like I'm more happy doing this than being an accountant. For me, I rather do camera work to make money than working for somebody that treat me like shit and dust me through the dust because of my disability. And I'm very good at computers. I'm very good with all those things, and that's the type of job that I do. It's editing, filming, being a successful entrepreneur, teaching a camera class like this, like I'm doing now with y'all. And I'm uploading these footages on YouTube. I'm getting my views. I'm up to 83 subscribers already. And it's a blessing that I'm doing this because nobody don't bother me. Nobody don't tell me how to run my life. Nobody can say to me, oh, this and that. And it's about being structured. It's about learning the basic of how it is. I tell the young people, and I teach this to the young people before, this is where your culture starts. This is where you build your confidence. But if your confidence is not right, then your culture is not right. And the one thing I want to tell these young people, change your life. Because if you end up doing the wrong things in life, you ain't gonna be a successful entrepreneur if you join gang, smoke weed, and doing stupidity out here. Because in this world right here, it's not for you to be in a bad position. This world is for you to be in a great position, And that's how I tell myself. I actually learn from culture is by learning the basic tool and learning how to do things correctly. It's not about me standing here talking to you through the camera and looking at culture differently, but it's about me understanding that culture for me is about making a difference. And this is what making a difference is about. It's about learning the spiritual way of life. And this is how it is. But sometimes you have to learn the spiritual way of life than facing it right on this court. And that's how you do it. And that's how I did it. I had to face people on this court. I had to face the person on this court that tried to block me. Feel me? I had to face the devil on this court. That's what I'm saying? I had to run because if I didn't run, I would have held back I would have held back and not do it no more. I was about to give everything up. And one of my coaches that he's varsity, he's a Christian man. He said, Shamika, you ain't gonna give up on this court. You gotta learn how to fight for what you believe in. And I'm fighting for my freedom. My cousin got murdered, and when he got murdered, he gave up his life to die. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. Life is too short to live, and this is all you could enjoy. You enjoy a beautiful life like this. And you thank God that you live in a life like this, because a lot of people don't even have that kind of life that I do. You understand? Be thankful and be grateful that you have this type of world that you're living in. Because at the end of the day, not a lot of people don't have that. Not a lot of people don't have this world that you live in. Because at the end of the day, my cousin got murdered because of hate. Feel me? My cousin got murdered because of hate. And some people, he's trying to help somebody because somebody was trying to help, and he ended up taking his life for it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we ain't gonna be out here doing the wrong things on this court. We gotta be out here doing the right things. And the right thing is change your life. And that's how I got saved. Because if I didn't get saved, I would have ended up doing the wrong crowd. I would have ended up getting my ass beat up and getting my behind kicked because of the wrong things I do. And I have to make the right choice. And that's how we do it. Right here on this court. So right now I'm going to take you on the basketball court where I can talk to you some more. So I'm going to see you right there in about 1 minute. All right? All right. Take care. I'm about to go on this court right now. I got to finish up my shots. Right.